I wanted to know. The other part is that if we're looking in hotels, how many hotels do you think we have in Abuja? How many hotels do you think we have in Abuja? Can I ask you the question? How many hotels do you think we have in Abuja?
No, it
I
would have
don't
been a
care.
big job.
I
Ah,
I would
don't
have
care.
been
No idea.
and
no,
about 1,200. There should be 1,200 hotels in Abuja, but the number is not consequent. I actually wanted to share my screen now. So how many hotels in Abuja? According, you can see my here. So you can see, according to PwC, Lagos has 3,416 hotels. Abuja has 1,158 hotels. Ogun State has 740. And if we're moving forward, we can say that another research by PwC during the next 5 years in Nigeria is expected to be the fastest growing market with a projected 12% compound annual increase. So the 1,158 hotels in Abuja should increase with 12% on a yearly basis. And that means that growth in price would not be an opportunity. Besides hotels, we have a lot in Airbnb in Maitama and other areas. Where does people go if they want to look for a hotel in Abuja? There are many opportunities. You could say if we're looking at Frasier's Suites and Urban Roots are 5-star hotels. Transcorp is not even a 5-star hotel. If I'm coming from abroad and I want to look and see where do I get a hotel in Abuja, I can go for Kayak, which is one opportunity to search on the internet. I can go for Skyscanner. I can go for booking.com. I can go for Gigi. I can go for TripAdvisor. Agoda Hotels Nigeria says that there is 566 cheap hotels in Abuja. There is so many places. I don't know if you have put your hotel up on some of these platforms. Momondo is another platform. Vigo is another platform. Trip.com is a platform, and TripAdvisor. So there are many opportunities. So what is the average if you go for the internet? So people from outside, where do they go? If you are a tourist, if you are an expert coming to Abuja, where would you preferably stay? You'll approximately go for Frasier, or you will go for Transcorp. But what is the prices on Frasier and what is the prices on Transcorp? 650,000 per day on Frasier, 550,000 per day minimum at Transcorp. And the other part is that how is the hospitality in Transcorp? They actually don't care because they're fully booked all the time. There is no service in Transcorp. Even the people, you can say, serving you in the different restaurants are even rude when you meet them. So what I have observed is that it's actually pretty easy to stand out of the crowd when you're looking at hospitality in Abuja, to provide service, to take care of your, you can say, guests is one of the main things. That's one of the things I appreciate. I've been living in hotels for 24 months now. One of the things I'm missing is there is no microwave. There's a bed. The people coming cleaning and so on forget things. They forget the bath mat or the foot mask. They forget your towel. You need to run to the reception. And so there are so many things that you can say if you want to stand out of the crowd. It's very, very easy to do that. It's very easy to take care of your clients. Now, today, I ordered my food. I ordered my food at the hotel's restaurant. I actually had another friend calling me. When did I order my food? 16:34, 4:34 p.m. Did I get it delivered? I got it delivered right now. And that is 3 hours, or almost 3 hours later. And yet they came 2 hours and informed me, yeah, we ran out of gas. I had a friend calling me saying that, can you please come for a meeting? There is a guy you need to meet. I rejected that because I was waiting for my food. So how are you driving your hotels if you are hotel owners? How are you
How
driving
are
the
you?
restaurant? How are you serving your clients? What is your rates? What is your location? What is important for the person who wants to stay at your hotel? Is she looking for a low rate? Is he looking for a good service? Is he looking, even when I sometimes go for restaurants and I order my food at a hotel restaurant, and I specifically inform them how I want my food done. Is it done the way I'm asking them to do it? Actually, not. I was living in Rockview Hotel. I sent my food back to the hotel restaurant 5 times because they didn't make the food the way I wanted my food to be. So, and the other part is that what you can say, what are you facing on a daily basis? Are you fully occupied, or do you have half rooms? How is your, you can say, personnel? I don't know if you want to, I can see we are many here. I would like to understand if you are hotel owners or you are hotel managers or you want to start up a hotel.
Okay, I'm a hotel owner, and one of the greatest challenges is people management. Crazy people.
You keep the people, the employees, or what is your, you can say, what are you facing of challenges?
Yeah, I think so many challenges, but the greatest of all the challenges is people management. People
Okay.
just come and want to do nonsense. When you scold them, they just work for 1 week, they walk away. You hardly get the right people to work with. That's the greatest challenge.
Okay. So the greatest challenge is to hire the right people and to educate them and to let them stay. What is the why are they resigning after a week? Why are they resigning after 14 days? Is this a salary? When I ask some of the people in the hotels I'm visiting, what is your salary? And it's a, you can say in Rockview there is a restaurant, or you can buy some food. You can buy chicken pie, you can buy meat pies. And I asked the lady, what is your salary? If that was 30,000. If I'm asking you can say at the restaurant Frames here at Statement Hotel, the salary of the bartender or the person standing in the restaurant is about 50K on a monthly basis, and they're working 2 days and then they're 2 days off. So what is the challenges? Why is people leaving?
Okay, we've tried to look at that challenge and thought probably we were not paying well. So
Yes.
we decided to assess, the hotels around and
Yeah.
discovered that it's just in some cases we are 5K better. In some cases we are 5, 10,000 naira lower
Better.
than others. So
Okay.
basically it's not the pay. We've also tried to look at
But what is your salary? Yeah.
okay, for me, my salary for waiters and waitress is 30,000. For the barman is 35,000. For the
Okay.
supervisor is 60,000. So we are not doing badly compared to the hotels around us.
No. So you can say the average monthly salary for a person working in a hotel is around 30 to 40K. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so where are the people living if we're looking into that? Where are the people living who's working in your hotel? Are they living in Kubwa? Are they living in Nyanya? Are they living in Maraba? Or where are they coming from?
Okay, I'm not familiar with the Abuja terrain. As I speak with you, I speak from Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Looking at it, yeah, looking at that, people that work with us are not really far from us. Probably about,
Okay.
let's say, walk distance of 15 to 30 minutes, a drive distance of 5 to 10 minutes. So I don't think it's far.
Okay.
The same axis.
Okay, so if you're looking into, you can say, if I'm taking a transportation with a boat in this country from here to that's about one and a half. I would say from here, from Statement Hotel to Rockview Hotel, that's around 1 kilometer. If I go and ride along, it's about 500 naira. If I take a boat, it'll, or I just stop a car, it'll be 1,000. If I take a boat, it'll be 1,500. So if I needed to go to work and I'm living 3 kilometers away from your hotel, I may use 2,000, 1,500 each day, and your work week is 6 weeks. Is that right?
Yes.
Good. So 6 days you are using 2,000 or 1,500. That's 7,500. If it's 6 days, 6,000, 1,500 on top of that, that is around 9,000 each day. So each week. So it means that I need, for me to go to work, I need to bring, you can say, around 10,000 naira every month. Otherwise, because you're giving me 30,000 and my transportation is about 1,500 forth and back, or you can say, let's say it's 1,500 forth and back, and I'm using 9,000 a week. That means that in a month, I'm using around 40,000, 38,000, and you're giving me 30,000. So I'm losing 8,000 every month.
Of course, I'm also going to ask the staff, why use a boat when you can use the local municipal transport? Why use a boat?
Yeah, but I'm even saying if I'm riding along, you can say even okay if I go from Statement to Rockview, that's 1 kilometer. I'm using ride along. That should be 500. That means at least every day I'm using. That's 24,000. Then I have 6,000 left to eat every day. So 6,000 left to eat 30 days. That is around. That's not much. And the minimum salary in the country is about 70,000. So you can say the reason for people leaving is that the salaries are low. And if you're hiring people at a salary about 30,000 to 40,000, what is their thinking capabilities? How well motivated are they? And are they
Of
making
course,
decisions?
if
How are you driving
yes,
your hotel? Huh? Anybody wants to?
if
Yes, speak.
okay, probably I'll just allow some other person to talk.
Yes. Anybody who wants to talk? Hello? Hello? Anybody
Hello.
who wanted to say something?
If you're paying,
Huh?
if you're paying someone high salary and yet he's not performing as is expected, could we say that salary is enough motivation to get the best of his staff? Because there are those that have good money, they pay them well, but yet
Yeah.
they don't give their best in
No, but
service
that's
place.
because you hired the wrong person, I will say.
Okay.
You can discuss that. What can I say? I was in a real estate company. I'm a consultant. I went into a real estate company who was having a lot of plots and a lot of infrastructure to sell. The company had a monthly income of 5 million. I went in, I fired the staff, everybody. I rehired people and I said to you, your salary is 50,000 a month, or your salary is 80,000 a month, but you're on commission, or you can get 150,000 a month. What do you choose? And most of the people wanted to choose 150. And I said, this is not a great idea. I'm sure if you evaluate, could you take 80,000 and get commission? And I convinced 5 of these people to take 80,000 and commission. Only one stayed at the 150,000 a month. Do you know what they earned? Because we actually sold for about 100 million every month. We started in May. In June, we sold for 100 million. In July, we sold for 100 million. In August, we sold for 100 million, and forth. So they earned a lot of money because they were on commission. The guy who chose to get 150,000, already 14 days after he got hired, he wanted to go on commission. That's another way to motivate people. I would say, how much, the lady speaking before, how much are you giving your employees on a monthly basis in salary? You said that you could hire good people. Huh?
Yeah, I give my manager, I give him as much as 90,000.
90,000, 90,000. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That is
yet he doesn't give his.
You give
He
him
doesn't give his best
90,000
in
on a
the
monthly
place of.
basis as a general manager. Where's your hotel located?
Yeah.
Where's your hotel located?
Kaduna, Zaria.
What are you saying? In Abuja or? Where's your hotel located?
Kaduna.
Huh?
Kaduna, northwestern.
Kaduna. Okay, North Kaduna. Okay. So you're giving the manager 90,000 on a monthly basis. How large is your hotel? How big is your hotel? How big? How many rooms do your hotel have? How many rooms do you have?
10
rooms or 50 rooms or 100 rooms?
50 rooms, 50.
50 rooms. And you're giving him, and how many employees do you have?
Close to 24 employees.
Okay. So you give the manager 90,000, and the other people, what are they getting? 30,000 or how much?
No, like cleaners get above 30,000.
Okay.
Around 30,000. Yes. Then some other people also get 60, 45, 50.
Okay. Okay. And they are all close to your hotel, or are they using all their, you can say, salary for transportation?
Most of them live around the place. My manager lives, is a trackable distance, 10 minutes to the place.
Okay, so he can walk, or he can take a
yes.
keke.
Wanted to tell your mommy something.
You are muted. We can't hear you.
I think you're muted. We can't hear you, please.
Hello, Doc. You seem to be muted, so you need to turn on your microphone so we can hear you.
One pattern, not fit directly, because the hotel pattern is a little.
Yeah, but you can learn from what you're saying.
But that's why it's not matching exactly because If you're paying manager 90,000, you have 24 staff. Wait, 50
Your
bedroom.
voice is low.
Eh, Kaman is facing.
We are not hearing anything. We can't hear you, sir.
Aha. So, okay, you can't hear me. Now you can hear me, all of you. Is that right?
Okay, we can hear you now.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I was talking with the lady from North Kaduna. Was everybody hearing that? Which had about 50 rooms in her hotel,
Already.
and she paid
Yes,
the
yes.
50 rooms, 50 rooms in her hotel, and she paid the, you can say, the general manager 90,000 on a monthly basis. And her average salary from cleaner to others were from 30,000 to 60,000. Some people were having 45,000. And her people was living around the hotel. I think some of the issues here, when you can say that staff is coming in.
You are going to wait tomorrow.
Huh? Staff is coming in and staff is going out. There's not a lot of training. That is one of the things, because your people are changing all the time. That's what I heard from the guy from Porthacott, that people were there 1 week, 2 weeks, and then they resigned, and then they move on to another place. So one of the issues here, I can imagine, is the salaries. And you could say, since you are used to people stay 1, 2 weeks, you are not there to educate them. Or you don't want to use money. Because I also was asked by a training company to do, they came to me and said, you know what, we just took over a hotel. We have 45 rooms. We're going to change the staff. So we would hire you to come and train the new staff. Okay, what are you prepared to give? Oh, we'll give you 20,000 per hour. Okay, then I said, you hadn't understand what I'm actually doing. Another part is, if I want to train somebody at a hotel, I need to have the top management with me. It doesn't help, because when I worked in the real estate company and I disappeared, everything started rolling backwards. And the owner of that real estate came in and took leadership of the people. He didn't have any loyalty, because he was not doing what I did, and he was not leading the way I did. And the other part is that, are you trustworthy and do you have integrity? That's another thing. So I've been working in 90 countries all over the world. I always start with the management, because if the management is leading and living the way they want their hotel to be, then people will start adopting that by focusing on you as the leader. The other part, are you hotel owners and have you outsourced your, you can say, facility management? You can say the lady from North Kaduna had a general manager. She was the owner of the hotel. I don't know how often she comes to the hotel. It's just a general manager who's driving and leading her hotel. Then you don't have a lot of influence on, you can say, how the hotel is running if you're not there. Then you have actually outsourced your leadership of the hotel and your, you can say, the way the hotel is running to a third person, which for the North Kaduna lady, she's giving him 90,000 on a monthly basis. It's a 50 rooms hotel. There's 24 people, and the people is getting about 30 to 60,000 on a monthly basis as a salary. So we are focused on, you can say, people are leaving, but I think people are leaving because the salaries are low. if I'm looking into, you could say Transcorp, Transcorp is fully booked. I don't know how many rooms they have, but their lowest price is about 550,000. If I'm looking into, I was looking at a house with 6 2-bedroom apartments. If you're going to Maitama and you're renting out as a 2-bedroom apartment, that should give you about 200,000 on a daily basis. That's yeah. And I could rent those.
At least someone should mute himself. Mute yourself. You can't be you're on class and you're making noise.
No, I could rent those 6-bedroom apartments for about 40 million. And if I'm looking into that, I could generate on this 6 bedrooms apartment around 800 million on a 800 million on a yearly basis. So you can say the business is good if we have full occupancy, if we are fully booked. So what is your booking rates? How many people are living in your hotels? Are you 50% booked? Are you 40% booked? Are you 20% booked? Are you 100% booked? Do you have a good business? And how do you drive a good business? So how, I don't know. So how many, I don't know who is actually having a child who is not very satisfied. So if you, the person who has a child in the background, can you please mute yourself? So what is your booking rates? Is it, are you 20% booked, 50% booked? And why do you think that you are 20% booked, 50% booked? May I understand? Anybody who wants to speak? What challenges are you facing out there? You can say the guy from Portugal was not scared of opening the mouth. Anybody else? Michael?
I'm also not scared of talking at the moment.
Who's speaking?
Fleming, I'm not scared of talking at the moment.
Okay.
I think I'm 50% booked.
Yes. Okay.
And I think
Where
one
is
of
your
the
hotel?
reasons why I'm Port Harcourt, the same Port Harcourt guy that spoke earlier.
Okay. So this is Mr. Jude. Usa Luwe.
Yes, I have managed several hotels as a general manager, and I can tell you that most of the challenges you have in hotels, especially in South Nigeria, it's usually marketing. Yeah, like the last 2 hotels I managed are in Benin City. I would call the name now, and they have consistently had issues with marketing and getting guests. So I had to do a lot online, using search engine optimization platforms to reach out to OT, online traveling agencies and all of that. But even at that, it still hasn't, it still couldn't get them to like 50%. So to know what other technique perhaps that they could use.
Okay. So you can say you've been managing 2 hotels, or that's what you're saying. So let's focus on the 2 hotels where you're saying that the problem is marketing. The problem is attracting clients.
Yes.
The problem is to actually inform people that you have a hotel. Where was these 2 hotels located?
They're located in Benin City.
Where?
Benin City. Benin City, Edo State.
Edo State.
Yes, Benin City.
Okay.
Benin, yeah.
In the capital of Edo State.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I've been here 3 years, but I've only been in Borno. I've not been in Port Harcourt. I was living in Lagos. I've been in Abuja. I was in Makodi. And so I have been I'm going to Ebony State now soon. And so on. So marketing is the issue. That's
Dr. Fleming,
your
I'm
understanding.
sorry.
You're saying that marketing is the issue. So
Yeah.
you want to do marketing. Let's focus on that. You want to do marketing. What would you focus on? What marketing did you focus on? What do you want to tell people? Why should people use your hotel?
You tell them about the facility, about the feature, the security of the hotel, your menu,
your security,
your cocktails and mocktails. Yeah.
Your food.
Food and drink.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. This is Caroline on the line.
What?
And the features of
the
hotel.
Yes.
Yeah. And amenities, the features of swimming pool, gym, whatever you could have.
Smart TVs and all of that.
Okay, so smart TVs and everything. So if I'm looking, I'm talking. Actually, I've not only been living in Rockview, Somerset.
Hello, please. Can I ship in something? This is Caroline.
Of course you can. Of course you can. Speak in. What do you want to say? Who are you? What's your name?
Yes, my name is Caroline. Caroline Adeyemi. I've registered. Yeah. Check your
Caroline.
something. You see my name. Caroline. Yeah.
Yeah.
As this is the first day of our lecture, right?
Yes,
I think you should create an awareness and let us know what are going to be our course outline and some other explanation regards this thing that we are talking. Not, I don't think we are in the time of explaining the condition of service. This thing that these people are discussing is a condition of service between the employee in that hotel and the employer.
Okay.
And I don't think this is the time for that. I think this one that my people are talking now should be when we are after the lecture, then we want to enter interactive session.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly,
we need more. We need you to elucidate. We need you to elucidate more for us what we are the course outline, the duration. I know some of them has been written sent to us in which we have read, but we need more explanation on this subject matter. The subject matter, the reason why we are going for it, what is going to be our merit and our demerit, and some other things like that.
Okay.
I think this one that my people are talking should be after the finances they're talking about should be after our lecture. If there is a room for question, then people will start asking questions. Then we know a way forward. Then
so Caroline, just for me to understand, you want to teach me how to do my job. That's what you're telling me right now.
Sir?
So normally what I do, because I need to understand what are you expecting to get from me. So the part is here that what I normally do when I engage Police Academy Dubai, when I engage Police Dubai, when I engage other companies, I'm starting asking them, what actually are you facing? And then I will prepare the rest of the 10 sessions according to what are you facing out there? Because this is my job. I'm here for you. But I may have an idea of what you want, but if I don't ask you, what are you facing out there, then I may go in the totally wrong direction.
Let's continue.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
So the part is here that I can go into that. I can tell you all about the 10 sessions and everything that will be on the record for these 10 sessions. But what I will prefer is to understand what are you actually facing out there so we can prepare the right sessions for you according to your daily challenges. But there's another way of doing things. I'm not you can say I'm not lecturing, because you know more about the industry than I do. So I may have an idea, I may have a program, but I would rather that you actually enlighten me and tell me what is going on in your daily, you can say,
It's all right.
what you're
It's
facing
all
on a
right.
daily basis, and then we could move from there and find out how we actually could improve these areas. So you can say Jude was telling me that what he observed is marketing. The next part is that what he would put focus on in his marketing is security, the food, the amenities. That means the swimming pool, the, you can say, training center, or what else your hotel is offering. And are you smart? Are you not smart? That's some of the things that he would actually put focus on if he wanted to do marketing to attract, you can say, people. So how is your hotel constructed? Where are you earning your money? Are you earning your money on the restaurant or on the bar? Or are you earning the money on the rates of the daily payments of the, you can say, of occupancy of the hotel? So the people coming into your hotel, are they just living in your room and paying the daily rate, room rate, or the daily room rental? Or are they actually using your restaurant? Are you making good breakfast for them? Are you having a buffet? Or do they just call and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to actually give them? That's what they can see on the menu card in the room. Are you having a bar? Are you having a lot of noise in your hotel Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Are you having a training center? Because you can say, no, none of the hotels I have visited, that's actually 5 now, if I'm looking at Rosepart and another one in Garimpa. They may have a training center, but you can't train there because they didn't maintain it. They may have a pool, but they're not taking care of the pool because they're not cleaning the pool. So how do you stand out of the crowd? What is it people of Nigeria prefer? Why are they visiting your hotel? Is it because of your good food? If we're looking into marketing, I'm on TikTok and I'm at Abuja, and there's a lot of restaurants who is doing food for me for 10K. And I'm calling them, and that food is actually wonderful. If I order at my hotel, it's rubbish. That's another story. I can also use Glovo to order my food. I can't prepare any food in my room. So we have been around. You can say marketing could be a great idea, but what are you putting focus on if you're doing marketing? We have been around salaries. Yes. Who wants to, Engineer Michael?
Yes. Good evening.
But excuse me, sir. If everybody can talk, I think we'll not meet up with the time, because we say from 7 to 9, and we have to be conscious of our time. I concur with the first woman that spoke about how we can go with the course outline, and maybe the questions and opinions should come later.
Oh, please, excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Madam, you cannot teach the lecturer his job, please. Let him continue what he's doing. Because if you cannot teach him his work,
Hello,
nobody
good
has
evening,
time.
everyone.
Don't
Hello,
teach
good
him.
evening. Good evening, everybody. Hello, can
Good
you hear
evening.
me? Can we all hear me?
Go ahead, please.
I'm not hearing anything. Hello. I'm not hearing anything.
Hello?
Hello?
No, doctor, you're on mute.
Hello,
Please.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can hear you, madam. Go ahead.
All right. So, good evening. Good
It's very
evening,
good.
everyone. Yeah, so please, I want us to calm down. Today is just an introduction, and yes, some notes will be dropped, just like the instruction I've given in the group. This is just an introduction. An introduction is supposed to just be an interactive session where we'll begin to look at what we intend to have, which I will still drop in the group for us. But it's better we have an interaction so that you will hear the resource person know how to relate with you based on the challenges you are having. And I believe that if Mr. A is having a challenge in his business, Mr. B might be having a similar challenge. From his question and the response, now this person collects the information and sit down together to begin to give you correct information and correct approaches you should use in your business. I don't know if we are okay with just dropping notes for you to read and read and read, or somebody telling you real life scenarios. Somebody that manage a hotel and is currently living in a hotel that can tell you what is expected and what is not expected, what is making people to run away from some hotels, and why are some hotels having people. Now we have to interact first. It's just an introduction class. So let's just calm down. I know that we have expectation. We are just starting. In fact, you will get tired.
Hello, good
But I
evening.
don't expect
Good
anybody
evening.
to get tired. So let's just
Good
relax
evening,
and
everybody.
let's have the session. I am still going to drop some of the informations for us. Is that okay?
It's
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Good evening, everybody.
All right. So please,
Good evening,
good evening.
everyone. Okay, my name is Paul
Good
Abu.
evening.
I'm from
Welcome.
Lagos. All right, I'm from Lagos. My name is Paul Abu. You see,
Yes.
so far in the class, this is the first time I'm speaking out. I've been
Yes, of
listening
course.
to questions being asked and the way the lecturer is going about it. I have not asked a question so far, but from his narratives, from his explanation, I'm already having some of my challenges solved. I've not asked a
Exactly my
question,
point.
but
Exactly my point.
I have 30% of my challenges solved. I'm beginning to see the areas where I had loopholes, what I should have done to better the service in my hotel and all that. It's so clear to me now. And I've not asked the question, just the question people asked. I'm beginning to learn. Now, this is just the first day of this. Let it be interactive. Now, this is Nigeria. So far, so good. 3 persons have asked questions as much as I can remember, and they are similar. I live in Lagos. I've been a general manager in 2 hotels. Right now, I'm managing a particular hotel. And the question you are asking is so similar. You will see a client patronizing your hotel for like 2 weeks. The next thing, he had disappeared. By the time you call on him, sir, what's happening? He keeps promising you. The next thing you hear that he's lodging another hotel nearby. And we begin to see it is either the amenities in the hotel are not well taken care of. Nobody wants to jump into a pool that is messed up. You can't go for marketing when you have not put your house in order. What are they coming to see? These are the things the lecturer is trying to make us understand. Please, let's just flow. After today's meeting, we have an interactive group in the WhatsApp where we can express whatever we feel should have been done or should be done. This is not a forum for that argument, so that would not appear somehow. That's my take on that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So day 1 is introduction to hotel management and industrial overview. Next, day 2 is front office, operation, and guest service. What do you think about front office? Is that front office the most important part in your hotel? The front office, the receptionist. Is that the most important person in your hotel? Or is it the general manager?
It is.
Huh?
It is. The front office is the most important. Yes, it is.
Yes, it's very important.
So if I go to the front office and get a rude, you can say, treatment, am I leaving again? I may not have booked. I just came in from the street. Does the reception mean anything for you? Is it inviting? Is it large? Is it furnished? How does the furniture look like? How does it look? I was living at Rosebud Hotel in that is Porticott Crescent in Abuja. And there was actually two hotels. Rosebud was, I lived there 1 week. They had a medical mattress, which was very important for me. I'm 60 years old. That was super good. The guy, the reception was taking, it was neat, it was nice. It was not new furniture, but it was very clean. And the reception was actually taking care of me. She was showing care. She was focusing on me when I came in and out of my room, if I was going shopping or I went someplace. And there was a guy, he was always, how are you? What's going on? Something I can do for you. I went for the restaurant. They could offer, now I'm from Europe, so what could they offer me? Oatmeal, they could offer me sausages, they could offer me Sunnyside eggs up, they could offer me coffee. Everything was taken care of. It was not a brand new hotel, but actually the room rate was 45. If I'm looking at Porticott Crescent on the other side, because it's a crescent, I was living, I can't remember the name of the hotel, rude personnel, no service, no nothing. Restaurant, couldn't do. Chips. I left after 2 days. It was, I felt much more comfortable in the Rosebud Hotel. And the age of the hotel was the same. But it was about the people living there. So the most important part in your hotel is your reception and the people in the reception and how does the reception look like. Mr. Akin Tunde, Akin Jide.
Yes.
You want to say
Good
something?
evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes. Good evening. Hotel is very important in hotel. Is a receptives for our clients.
Yeah.
And
so what are you saying?
First thing, and that's the first thing any guest will look at about what you want to give them as a service in that hotel.
Yeah.
I'm calling from Enugu. I might get in Enugu.
So you're saying the reception is the most important part of the hotel?
100%. That's receptives. That's what will give image of the hotel.
Yes.
And I want to give service to your clients or your guests.
Yes. Absolutely. In my opinion too. And if I come as a guest and we have the guy from Lagos, I can't remember his name, you can come to a hotel. In Somerset Hotel, they were renovating the pool I was living there, I think I was living there 7-8 months. In those 7-8 months, they were renovating the pool. Somerset has 3 hotels in Abuja. And otherwise, the reception was actually nice. They had a watch shop. They were selling watches for actually very expensive watches. People were actually coming from outside also dining there because their food was very good. Neat, nice, no medical mattresses. And the other part which is really bothering me when I'm looking at hotels, internet. There's no internet because you may have internet, but there's so many users on that internet because you have all your personnel using your internet and you have all your guests using your internet. So you may provide internet, but the coverage is very bad. And if you actually made a solution here and limited each user for a certain amount or a certain, because you can say if you have internet and somebody is downloading videos, then they're blocking your internet totally. Only that person who is sitting downloading videos is having access to the internet. You can have any other person at the hotel not having access to the internet at all. So you can say you can take what is it called? Elon Musk's Starlink. That could be a good solution, but and that can actually, that's very powerful and that can take a lot of people. Or you need to limit each user for the internet. But that's some of the things I put focus on. That what we will have, the reception we could agree upon. So I actually don't like, what else? You feel free to speak up because me lecturing is not normally what I do. Assessment day, day 3, hotel management and basis and front office. So what are you thinking? We agreed upon that the reception is the most important part. Are you all aware of that? Are you having the right people in the reception? Are you putting focus on educating these people to embrace your clients? Are you really putting focus on these people to cross-sell to your clients, to your customers? Because normally you go in and you ask the reception of different things, and the reception can't answer the questions. I'm asking, where do you have internet? I don't know. Do you have a good restaurant? What kind of food are they serving here? They don't know. And stuff like that. So who's speaking
Can I
now?
say something?
Besides that
Please
gentleman?
mute your mic if you are not talking. Mute your mic if you are not talking, please.
So are you putting focus on putting the right people there and educate them very well so they actually has as much knowledge as the general manager? They know what's going on at the hotel. And if they're calling somebody, these people are going to help them and not going to complain. So you have a situation where you can say the porter or the room service is complaining in front of the guest, talking to the receptionist. Are you aware of stuff like that? Because that's actually very important.
Yes.
So that's what we'll put focus on that session. So, and day 4 will be housekeeping, operations, and facility management. So again, what is housekeeping? You have a guy, you have a housekeeper who comes and clean the room. Is he very educated? For me, you get a clean towel. You don't get a new foot mat, but he takes the old foot mat. And living in a hotel where if I crack my skull, the hotel is not paying for that because there was no foot mat. Do I need to remind the guy? Do I need to run after him? Do I need to tell him that, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you forgot to give me coffee, you forgot to give me water? Are they doing the job, or do they need a note all the time? Because that's some of the things I'm observing as a frequently hotel guest. I need to call the reception and tell, he forgot my foot mat. Oh, he forgot my towel. Oh, he didn't. It's not important for me that my bed is made every day. And it's actually not important for me neither that I'm getting clean beddings every day. I would actually prefer to get that after 3 days, because getting clean beddings every day is, drying out your skin. But then he forgets the soap. Then he didn't wash the floor and stuff like that. And how are these people? Because these people who is cleaning the room is having 30K. Those are the cleaners. Those are the people who has the lowest. But if you're looking at it, the lowest salary, I can imagine. But if you're looking at it, are they as important as the receptionist? Are they as important as the reception? Is it important? One of the things that's bothering me is that they don't take a bath. That means that when they come into my room, they are actually smelling. And if that's why they are spraying out this, when they leave, they're spraying out this odor. But in the 15 minutes to 20 minutes to half an hour they're here, they didn't take a bath. I don't appreciate that as a guest. And I don't appreciate I need to tell the person what to do because he doesn't do his job, because he's not educated or got the instruction. And if you're looking at the guy from Porticot, what he said, these guys are coming in, staying there for 1 week and resigning and moving to another job. So educating them and giving them training in the basic thing they need to do every day is not done. But if you're looking at it, they are, in my opinion, as important as the reception, because they are in daily contact with every single guest and can be the reason that the guest is moving out.
That's
Some of
true.
them
That's
doesn't.
true.
Some of them doesn't even speak English.
Can I say something, sir?
Of course you can. You know, you're here to interrupt me. I'm just speaking of my experience for 2 years, so please speak up.
Thank you very much. My name is Emmanuel from Abuja. I just wanted to add something to what you're saying. I worked in the hotel sector for about 18 years, and it's one of the major challenges I've observed. Now, many of our owners, especially indigenous hotels, they are not ready to, spend the money to invest in the staff in the area of training.
I know.
Most of what they you can hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. I know that they're not ready to spend training.
Take into the training, yes. They think all they just want is for the job to be done. And these people, they are honestly just ignorant. They don't know how to even probably groom themselves or how to they have to be taught, because you cannot expect someone to give what he or she doesn't have. But most hotel owners neglect training. They are not ready to bring in the experts to properly train these people, and it's a reason why most of them don't really. They work 2 weeks and they're out of there looking for. They are not being given value. They are not being made to understand. It's not about. I don't think it's a small pay, the 30K. And someone could be receiving 30K, but you let him know. See, look, what you're doing. This is where it will take you tomorrow. You talk to them, you try to give them, inspire them, give them a hope. You know that you can start. I have a general manager who started as a steward. Today is a big manager in a big brand.
Yes.
You see, he understood, he caught the vision that this is just a starting place. They are being inspired, you make them feel valued and important. You put them in grooming standards, groom them properly, give them value. And so most of them have very esteem, and these things affect the quality of service. When the staff have very low self-esteem, that staff cannot deliver quality service. Just
You're
like you
absolutely
mentioned.
right. You're absolutely right. So yes.
Grooming the staff.
Can I
give
say
them
something?
value.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Can I say something?
So I'm actually very happy you're saying that. I'm making a note because I want to come back to that. And there was a lady saying, "Can I say something?"
Yes, all right. This is Paul from Lagos. I spoke
sorry,
earlier
sir.
on.
Speak up.
Okay, thank you. To add to what he just said, there's this scenario that took place in my hotel.
Yes.
You made mention of foot mats.
Yes.
Yes. Now, like you rightly mentioned, the need for formal training is vital.
Yes.
Now, a guest fell. He slipped off a footmat and almost lost his legs.
Yes.
He almost lost his leg, and by the time she came up to put up a case before the company, and she came up with a point that is very vital, we could not knock down. She said, "What kind of footmats are you supposed to put at the entrance of an hotel room?"
Yes.
Nobody could answer the question.
No.
And she said, the footmat in front of the room is not supposed to be that kind of footmat.
No.
Because it doesn't have friction.
No.
So there's possibility you can step on it and get slipped.
Yes.
Now, these are things that ought to have been communicated to the workers or probably trained. And another way I think we can take care of these issues is the kind of supervisors and managers you employ.
Yes.
It matters a lot. Now there's this what's this stuff they use in fighting fires?
Yeah.
It's normally is right inside the building.
Yes.
I'm an HSE officer.
Yeah.
I have that course, HSE 123. Now,
actually, I'm happy you're bringing that up because, sorry for interrupting. I'm just making a note again. Yeah, speak.
Okay, now I'm an HSE officer. Now I was employed as a general manager.
Yes.
You know, the first week I found a lot of loopholes where customers or clients can actually lose their life.
Yes.
Basically lost their lives. You know, so I had to arrange a training for my staff. Look, how can you have a fire extinguisher in the building up there if a fire incident takes place today?
Yes.
Before you assess the fire extinguisher, damages must have been done.
Yes.
The fire extinguisher shouldn't be that far. It should be close to the entrance of the building so that you can assess.
Yes.
So training was done for a week or two. And I tell you, after that training, the game went up immediately. Clients started saying it, that the hotel has changed and seen some things in place now. Like you rightly said, most Nigerian hotel owners, they are not ready to spend the money to train their staffs.
They are not, because
they are not. And sometimes you see a staff is overloaded with so much responsibility and is being paid peanuts. It will not do the job with courage.
No.
So these are things I am hoping that in the course of this training will be more enlightened and know how to go about it. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Just to collect, because we had the guy talking before you, and one of the things he said was give value to employees. You may not necessarily give more money, but you give value. So the part is here that what do we always do? We go to people when they don't do their job and tell them they are idiots or complain about their lacks.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
We don't tell them when they do good things.
Sorry, can I chip in something?
Of course you can. I just want to finish because I have a long list here. So I'm just saying, try to turn it around. Try to see the world in another way when we're talking about valuing employees, because you always come and tell them what they don't do right. You never tell them what they do right and good and embrace them in that area. That's one of the things where you can keep your people. So that was to the guy before. I didn't forget you who said something. I don't know your name. If I'm looking at
my name is Emmanuel.
The firefighter. I've been living, as I said, Somerset. I've been living at Rockview. I've been living at Rosebud. I've been living in another place. I'm living in Statement. I don't remember I saw any fire equipment in this hotel. I haven't seen any fire extinguisher in this hotel, but I know that we have in Gawarimpa. That was a fitness center, and who went on fire, and everything disappeared very fast. So that's something that's important. And that led me to another part, which was said earlier here, that we have a 50% occupancy. That means that as a general manager, you're always biting yourself in the tail, because you're always running out of money, because you're not generating enough money to maintain your hotel and to educate your people, or your owner do not see the benefits of maintaining your hotel and educate your people, and thereby increase the occupancy of the hotel. It's all about keeping everything as low as possible. Sorry, the guy who spoke up before, can you please come in now? Or did you disappear? Sorry. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Dr. Flynn.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, there's something I want to chip in regarding
Yes, of
housekeeping.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. Aside from training your staffs.
Yeah.
Most hotel owners, they hardly provide working materials for housekeepers. In most cases, it's not like they don't know what to do. I've worked as a housekeeper for some years, and if I recount my experience in other places, maybe someone is giving 20 rooms to clean, and you have just 10 towels given to you.
You have
to
what?
do all the job. You have just 10 towels.
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely some rooms will not have towels. And at the end of the day, the staff is being blamed for not supplying towels in the guest room, and then the heat keeps bouncing on the staff. So I believe the hotel owners need to put a lot of things in place if they really want the hotel to work.
Yeah, to flourish.
Yes, yes.
I can follow what you're saying, because sometimes I'm getting a towel in the evening because they need to wash it before I can get it back. They need to take my towel because they don't have extra towels. So they need to take my towel, my foot mat, go down, wash it, and then they bring it back to my room. The other part is that they may not even have soap enough, because they may use the water in the bucket for the 3 rooms. So they mix the water, they put in the Dettol. They don't even put Dettol in. That's what's actually irritating me, because the water is, and the room may even smell bad when they wash it, because they're not using Dettol. Sometimes I buy my own Dettol and say, go flush out your water, put water in, and put my Dettol in and wash my floor, because I know when I smell the Dettol that my room is washed. And I need to tell them that I'm not interested in getting the bacteria from room 406 and 404. I'm into my room 408, because you didn't have the soap to clean the water. Actually, to use a clean bucket of water in my room and in the other rooms. There's many things you can say that hotel owners want to save money or want to push as much out of their hotel as possible. But the real problem is that the occupancy is 20, 30, 50%. And that's the reason for them not having an income. Because you're not attracting. And again, when we are attracting, we're talking marketing, but is it marketing by social media? Is it physical marketing? Is it mouth to mouth? Why is people coming? Have you asked people, why are you coming to my hotel? Why are you here? What is the reason for you to being here? Is it the room rate? Is it Speak up, Mr. Who? Mr. Nathaniel Bakar. Are you speaking to me? Are you having a question?
Please, let's mute our mic. If it's not, what you are saying is not part of this meeting, please, so that we can round up. I have a lot I'm dropping for us in the group to go through.
So let's go for, that was housekeeping, operations, and facility management. Are you having facility management? I know there is some who do facility management. Are you general managers? Are you hotel owners? It could be interesting for me to understand. Are you hotel owners? Are you hotel managers? Are you facility managers? Who's speaking now?
Yes, my name is Gift from Lagos.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
I want to say something.
Of course.
Everybody have been saying things very good from their own experience.
Yeah.
I have a problem with a terrible boss.
A terrible boss.
Yes, a terrible boss.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want your job or your experience to be useless, you work with a terrible boss. A terrible boss would not give you what you need.
No.
So I feel that hotel owners should do more
Yeah.
They are the ones to make the managers, the supervisors, the workers do their job well.
Yeah.
So
So just for me to understand, you have a terrible boss. Are you the general manager on a hotel, at a hotel?
okay, I have experience in 2 hotels that I've worked, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, my bosses are not encouraging at all. So
No,
I
you worked as a general manager. I need to understand your role. Were you a cleaner? Were you a general manager? Or what did you do at this hotel, these 2 hotels?
was the manager.
Okay,
I
fine.
Yes, the manager of the hotel. So
Good.
I usually interact with my employees to know what the
Yes.
problem is. Because if I just got employed, there was a manager there before me. So I need to
Yeah.
know my workers, I need to know my employees.
Yes.
And with what they told me, I found out that they were not even the problem. The previous
No.
manager were not even the problem. The
No.
problem, the boss.
Yes.
Because
The owner. It's not the
they keep
boss. It's the owner.
owner, okay, the owner, they keep complaining that we would go for requisitions, we'll tell the management this is what we want to make our job smooth. And the manager will go back to the owner, and the
Yeah.
owner will just tell them, make do with what you have.
Yes.
Make do with what you have. And at the
I
end of the day, you won't even get a better result. The
no.
owner will still blame you for that.
No.
So I feel that it's not by you having a hotel. You should know you should have a little experience about hospitality before you think about opening a hotel.
Yes.
Because you having a hotel is not a day job. You need to have a lot to offer. If
Yeah,
I
speak.
know we have so many hotel owners in this group. So I would
Yes.
like they should try and know more about this hospitality before going into having a hotel. Because most of the time they have a problem of the hotel, not even the workers or the manager.
You're right.
See,
You're right.
you're
Can
absolutely
I say
right.
something?
Yes, but who are you? Who wants to say something?
I'm Paul from Lagos.
Okay. I have Emmanuel who is coming after Paul because Emmanuel has
Okay.
raised his hands 2 times. So Paul, speak up.
All right. And very briefly, in support to what she just said now, is actually a big problem.
Yes.
In Nigeria, it's a problem.
Yes.
You know, before you even have the concept, before you conceive the idea of building an hotel,
Yes.
you should be that kind of person that has love for people.
Absolutely.
You should be that kind of person. If you are not that
Yes.
kind of person and the monetary aspect is what is beclouding your reasoning,
Yes.
it turns out to be messed up. Now, the hotel I worked before, was running smoothly. You see, how do you know a hotel that is working properly? You have little or no supervision, where every department is running smoothly. Now, so it was in that hotel while I was managing it, and the owner of the hotel was wonderful. He's well read, well exposed, so he understood the gimmicks of hotel business, and he was actually giving us the support we needed.
Yeah.
Not until the wife traveled to Nigeria. She knows nothing about hotel business. And she walked into the hotel one day and called all the senior staff and said, from that henceforth, I am the one in charge of this hotel. In less than 3 months, we lost 80% of our clients.
Of course.
Because she started talking to people anyhow, talking to staffs anyhow. She will fire, she will hire. The head here started having issues with the husband. The husband will say, see, let them do their job. Why are you interfering? She said, no, I want to run it the way I want to run it. You guys cannot do anyhow here. And as I speak to you now, sir, that hotel is no more.
Yeah, because she destroyed the hotel.
That
So
is it.
you're touching something very, very essential here. you need to understand, why did you become a hotel owner? Did you become a hotel owner to earn money? Good. You became a hotel owner to earn money. Then hire the right people to drive your hotel and butt off and give them the money they need.
Simple.
It's very simple. But the part is that it's not only, I have had 4 or 5 employers in this country, and all of them are Nigerians. And, you know, people are there for the money. And they are there to focus on the money every day. It doesn't matter if their employees get salary. It doesn't matter if the employees can drink water, because there may not be, it doesn't matter if the employees can give the people living in the hotel a smile. It doesn't matter if they can give them a clean room or a clean towel. So a lot of people in this country, not only in the hotel business, actually don't know what they're doing. They're just doing something to try to earn some money. But they don't, because there is a reason. You can say you have a general manager. You hired the person to drive the hotel. So give him the money that is needed to drive the hotel, do the marketing, attract the people, or leave the business. As Mr. Paul said, the hotel is no more because the woman knew exactly how to drive it into the ground.
Exactly.
So the part is here that others have said it didn't matter. The lady before Paul said, yeah, it was not the general manager. It was simply the owner, because there was nothing wrong with me. There was nothing wrong with the general manager before, and there was nothing wrong. But because of this, you can say owner, he's replacing the general manager every month or every 3 months, because people simply resign. They simply disappear. That's how you can say the owner or the wife or who else can drive it to the ground, and that's why we don't have Flourish. So we will have the Flourish Hotel where the general manager understands how to drive the hotel, understands how to give the people value by not focusing on their mistakes, but focusing on their good sides, because you may not have the salary. Now I will want to go to Emmanuel, because you have raised your hand. I don't know if you want to say something, but please unmute yourself and say hello.
Okay, thank you, sir. That was a long time ago. I've already said something, but thank you for the opportunity once again. Maybe I will just add to the current discussion. You see, the hotel industry, just like you rightly said, most of Nigeria owners, they go into the business without properly taking time to study. They said that every trade has its own language, so you have to study how this business, the industry is being run. The hotel industry have standard operating procedures, by which, if followed, everything will run seamlessly, even without supervision, just like the last speaker rightly said. The way things run, even when the is not there. But in cases where you have so much interference or the owners, they want to go and run these things by themselves, and in some cases, you see that, even sacrificing even all the operating standards, maybe trying to cut costs, just to make money, jeopardizes the smooth operation. At the end of the day, it makes the whole environment a whole start, and it affects even the relationship. It affects the business negatively. And so if the owners can understand this, give way to the managers to run their the organizations professionally, I think it
So
will help a
actually
whole
what
lot.
Emmanuel is saying here is, can you, as general managers, teach the owners and let them understand that they're destroying the business? Are you strong enough to do that? Do you have the courage to do that? Because if you know how to drive the hotel, you can also put it into, you have an accounting person. I don't know if you have an accounting person. If you have an accounting person, you can do a 3 months budget and say, if we're spending this on marketing, if we're spending this on cleaning material, if we're increasing the salaries in this way, if we are repainting the walls in the reception, the numbers will look like this within the next 3 months. Do you want to keep running your hotel down and I will resign? Or do you want to follow my advice and earn more money? Do we have the opportunity, or are we using, as general managers, the opportunity to inform and do budgeting? This is how it looks in 3 months. This is how it looks in 6 months. If you do what I'm telling you to do, if you're spending this money here, this money there, this money there, are we using that tool? Or do we have the courage to actually tell the owner that this is the way forward? Otherwise, I'm leaving. I'm not staying here until you can't pay my salary, and you need to be behind salary because you need to use this amount of money, and you are having your daily need of money, and you will not be able to pay the salary of the staff or to clean the room, to buy the soap. Mrs. Caroline, sorry. Miss Caroline, do you want to say something? Okay, I don't hear from Miss Caroline. I can't. Caroline guessed. Okay, fine. I just saw the hands raised 4 times. So, day 5, assessment day, housekeeping, operations, and facility management. So, facility management or housekeeping operations, more or less, I was talking a little bit about operations here because it's just putting the numbers into the Excel sheet and tell the guy the future. In 3 to 6 months, you don't have a hotel anymore, or you'll struggle every single day. Or you can follow my advice and let it look like this. Food and beverage management. That's where you can say, do you have a restaurant? If you have a restaurant, do you have a bar? What is the numbers of the bar? Are you having events? Are you having an event area at your hotel? Or what? Put focus on these things and what can you do in this area? That is day 6, food and beverage management. How are you managing that? One of the other things when we are talking about salary at a hotel, if you're giving 30 to 35K, you need to focus on, are the people or the employees there to destroy your business, or are they there to build your business? Because they may be that unsatisfied because the 30K or 35K they're using or getting every month, they're using in transportation. And then they're not very happy about you. So they're not there to improve and build your business. They're there to destroy your business. And another thing is theft. Which if I am getting 30,000 and I'm using 36,000 to go to work, I will steal whatever I can to survive. That's just an information for you. So let me go to the next, that's day 7. So day 7 is hotel marketing and sales strategies. That's where Coretta is coming in. I'm coming in. How can you increase your business? What do you need to put focus on? Where do you need to put your marketing money? Then you have day 8, assessment day, food and beverage management and marketing strategies. Are you attracting people? Because you can say at Statement Hotel, we have the Frames, which do a good burger. I'm very happy for them. We have a restaurant who's selling a beer for 2,500 and a soda for 1,000. If I go for Transcorp, I need to pay 5,000 for the beer at Capital Bar, maybe even more now. And if I want to eat, I need to have 50,000 out of my pocket just for a meal. Here at Frames, I can get my burger and my fries for 6,500. If I go for, you can say Statement Hotel is very close behind Federal High Court. Abia House is very close to the National Assembly. It has an Italian restaurant, which is attracting a lot of people. But they're only coming here to eat. They're not coming here to live. I actually don't know what kind of occupancy we have here. If you're looking at the rooms, you can say at the 5th and the 6th floor, you have 2 rooms, and in the middle you have, what is it called? A kind of lounge, a TV, big TV, and sofas and a toilet. And I actually said to the management, this is waste of space. You have 2 good rooms, and you have this, I don't know what you call it. If anybody wants to inform me, it's okay. It's kind of, you can say you have 3 doors. If you were smart, you would rent it out as a 2-bedroom and make a kitchen in the middle and a dining room. It will, I said to the management here, if you are using, I think around 250,000 or 300,000, you now have a 2-bedroom apartment. And it's super central. It's about 700 meters away from Transcorp. But sometimes we need to think creativity. And you can say, for me, I'm not buying food here, mainly because the food is not for an expat. And it's actually also expensive in compared to other things. So can you actually, that's what I'm saying right now. Can you change your hotel? Like I said to the management here, you have 2 rooms, and in the middle you have a kind of living room. What about making that to a kitchen? You can actually do that for 500K or even less. So if you're focusing on your hotel, are there, you could say, options of making a 2-bedroom, a 1-bedroom? Because you can say, could it be interesting for a guest? And that's my question to you, that there is a microwave in his hotel room. My fridge is actually smelling very, I don't know. If I put things in my fridge, it has a very molded smell when it comes out. It can be the cola bottle or whatever. Mainly, I think, because it's not cleaned very well. So can you do things in your hotel for a very small money who could actually change the whole hotel? Asking my questions to you. Kaduna North, 50 hotel rooms. Can you do something in your hotel that will change the, could it be interesting to have a microwave? Could it be interesting to have a kind of kitchen?
Yeah, of course. My name is Paul.
That's Paul again, from where? Lagos?
Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah, where I worked before, 2 years ago.
Yes.
We used to have a hall for meetings. But for like 6 months, nobody hired the hall.
Okay, why?
You know, and that hall was converted to rooms.
Okay.
Yes, and the hotel started making money. You know, but the issue of microwave, in that case, it was a table fridge. You know, we sat down and we sat down, put our heads together and said, okay, we have 10 rooms addition to the existing ones.
Yeah.
Now, let's be creative. We are going to increase the price.
Yeah.
And give the rooms a different look, an advantage.
Yeah.
So every room, the 10 rooms, each of the room has a fridge, a table fridge, and a microwave.
Yeah.
Unlike other rooms.
Okay.
You know, and an additional 20,000 was added.
Yeah.
So they were paying 50,000 for that room, while others were paying 35, 40.
Yeah.
You know, and it was very, very good.
So the rooms with the microwave, they were always rented out.
Yes, all the time. People come and say, that room, there's microwave, there's a table fridge. I don't need to go out for anything, whatever I need. As a matter of fact, you see, it has a way of reducing the stress on the workers.
Yes.
Because
but what you told me now is that a microwave, and I think in June this year, 2024, cost about 60,000. And you informed me that you increased the room rate with 20,000. That means that you bought a microwave 3 days later because the room was always occupied and sought for. Everybody wanted the room. You had your microwave back. And after that, you can say you were earning 20K more every single day.
Yes. And sometimes when you have an overflow, when the whole hotel is taken.
Yeah.
You know, some clients, this is the question I want to ask now.
Yes. Yeah.
Please, how many times, ideally, how many times should a room be sold? Because there are scenarios where a client checks in, stays for 3 hours, and is done.
Okay.
He checks out. The room is clean. In 2 hours' time, another client comes in.
Yeah.
The same room, checks in, 4 hours later, is gone.
So can I ask you the question, why is he gone?
It's true. He is done with what he came to do, and he comes out and say, wow, it's a pleasure. I want to come back to this hotel again. I am done. You know, this is your key. I'm just staying here.
Okay. Can I ask you another question? This hotel guest, did he have female company or male company?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm about to say.
Okay, now I understand. How many times can you use the room?
Yes, how many times can you use the room? Because looking at it from the financial aspects, it's of great advantage, because sometimes from a room, you are making like 200K. I've had that experience
on a
so
daily
many
basis.
times. Yes, on a daily basis, especially during weekends and festival period. Now, 200K, sometimes 300K from a room.
Yes.
Now, is of big advantage financially to the owner of the company. But ideally, health-wise, how many times should a room be sold?
You know, this is, I know what you're talking about. It's also about the location of the room at the hotel, and what kind of brand are you selling? I don't know. You can ask the question in the WhatsApp group, because this is more or less about moral and what you will accept at your hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking this question.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a professional course on facility management.
Yeah.
As well. Now, you know, the issue of wear and tear comes into place.
Yeah.
Where a room is overused, overstressed, especially the convenience.
Yeah.
And all that. Some of the advantages you begin to get is this. If you are not very observant, you really can't tell which of the clients damaged anything in that room.
No, that's another part you're touching right now. That's the checkout.
Yeah.
You
might really don't know.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, is it ideal to keep giving out a room, particular room, on a particular day, constantly, as long as these clients, they check in 2 hours, they are done with their female counterparts, they are gone, another person comes.
You can say there is a certain purpose about this client, and there's a certain clientele you are attracting, and maybe you're in a certain area of a city. That means, and that's why I said, what do you want to? How do you want to brand your hotel? How do you want to brand your hotel? What's renommé do you want out in the city? I think we
Can we
all
say
know.
something?
Yes, of course you
Okay,
can.
please do. Please do.
Okay, so I think we should actually base it on the staff that are working on the cleaning of the hotel.
Yeah.
For me, this is a room. This is not a human being. I understand what you are trying to say. Like, you are talking about the sterilization. Like, if someone comes in now and they use the room in the next 3 hours, they are done. And another customer is coming in an hour time. So for me, I don't think there should be problem about that. I think by the time we have a competent staff, a good staff that knows how to do cleaning very well, not people that we will just employ, people that understand cleaning very well. See, in the next 30 minutes, they will supervise the room, they will get it cleaned, and they will put things in places. Because I know much about hotel too. You can only have problems when you don't have competent hands. If you have people that understand cleaning and you have equipment that do, you know, people are not using hands to clean again. We now have a lot of equipment that can do cleaning for you, that you will just be the one controlling them. Sure, you understand? So me,
Yeah.
in the next 1 hour, I think we can get room clean, very, very clean and sterile in the next 1 hour, and we will supervise it. You have people that will go to the rooms after a customers have already checked out. You have someone that will go there, check everything in total. Sure, you understand? Before you will, I mean, before you say, okay, you can go, let's admit another person. So for me, if you want to admit 5 people in a room, like maybe they are just checking in, they are going, they are coming, they are going. It's just based on the people that are doing your cleaning for you. If you have good people that do good cleaning, and if you have good equipment that do the cleanings for you, I don't think you have problem in taking as much as you want to take per day.
Okay.
That's my
No,
opinion.
so
Thank
that's
you.
another
Can
way
I
of
ask a
looking.
question, sir?
Can I say
Yeah,
something, sir? Sorry.
yeah. Who's speaking
Oh,
now?
yes, it's to the
Can I say
person
something, sir?
asking how many
Hanatu.
times he can sell his room.
Hanatu, you
Yes,
can say
sir.
something. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
sir.
uh,
Thank you very
to
much,
have the
sir.
floor. I wanted to
Just
find out
one.
his style of
Yeah, I can't.
operation
Sorry,
because
sorry.
it's very rare in a
Yes,
normal
sir.
setting to sell a particular room for more than twice a day. If you are selling, giving per night, your standard of operation, are you actually running, giving short, what we call here in
No.
Nigeria, short time? If you're doing
Okay.
short time, then you find a
Can I
mechanism
answer
to
that?
know how to manage the situation.
Can I answer
But
that?
in a normal setting, I think it's very rare to sell a room
Okay. Can I answer?
where
Can I?
standard is being run professionally.
Okay.
It's
Are you
very rare
asking? Are you
to have.
asking me? Should I explain?
I think I'm being logged out.
Like I rightly said, I said during festive period, this does not happen on daily basis.
Okay.
Festive period. Now
yes.
I operate an hotel that is highly, highly standard. As a matter of fact, we don't encourage sex workers even within the hotel in the first place. So
Yes.
in case you want to know the hotel, I can even put it on the group. Go and check it. It's of standard. But
Yeah.
occasionally we have these experiences, and that's why I'm asking these questions.
Yeah.
Events, programs, birthdays, anniversaries held in the hotel,
Yes.
you know, and general public days where the hotel is filled to the brim. We have good amenities. People want to stay. They don't even want to go. You know, that's why I'm asking this question. Then we are not too far away from Chevron. We are not too far away from Chevron. So we have a lot of expatriates coming in. They just come in, do whatever they want to do, they leave. They come in to pay for a whole day, but they don't
And
stay.
then they use it 2 hours.
Yes, but they pay for a whole day. They pay for the whole day, but they are gone.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So
Some
here,
will just come to have a
here.
meeting. Some will
Here-
just come to have a meeting. But at the
Thank
end
you.
of the day,
Just
they
a
will pay for
meeting.
a whole day.
Yeah.
They pay for a whole day. We don't do short time. No.
So the issue here is: do you have Dettol? Do you have air cleaner? Do you have all the right things to disinfect the room?
We do actually. We do.
Good. So if you're doing your job in the right way, and you can say sickness are not spread. That's what I said earlier. In my room, sometimes you use the water in 3 rooms. That's not what I'm very happy about. So that's another part. Can we leave the question now? And I think Hannatu wanted to say something. Otherwise, I have Esther and Grace
Okay, sir.
and Caroline.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
sir. They have already cleared my questions already. I want to
Okay.
ask, but yeah, thank you.
Okay. So what about Grace Osa Lugu? Do you want to say something? You want to say something? Grace.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, the same question I wanted to ask, that was what I think Mr. Paul, I don't know. Yeah, that was what he
Okay.
just asked.
Okay. Okay.
Everything we answered. I also wanted to
Okay.
contribute, raising my hand since contribute to the issue of the owners being a problem in the hotel. That was when I started raising hands because it is an experience I've experienced. I've experienced too. I stay here in Abuja. Yeah, working in Abuja, so I've experienced it. You see the challenges we faced in hotel. It's more of the owners because
Yes.
they now make the work or the place of work so toxic for the staff to work in.
Yes. Absolutely right.
Yes, sir. So
But
toxic.
it's not just in hotels. It's actually in a lot of different businesses that the owner is micromanaging, and he's
Yeah.
actually making the environment very toxic.
So
Thank you.
toxic.
Yes, so
So if I can jump to Blessing Al Has. I don't see more. Blessing, do you want to say something?
I don't have anything to say.
Okay. Then
Yes.
Caroline,
And
do you want to
sometimes
say something?
Mbe ya bi wa kai no. Be solo pagan because kilo mama be ko mimi ko je. So
and sometimes you see sometimes when hotel owners complain
Yeah.
that staffs are not doing their jobs.
Yeah.
You see, one thing I've realized, I wouldn't say Nigeria, probably some other countries do that too, but I can only talk about where I live.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I realize that most at times job description is a problem.
Absolutely.
Now
Because you didn't describe
yes,
what
a
to
job,
do.
a staff is being employed as a room attendant.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to clean the room, make sure everything is in place. And this same staff is being used in other areas where it's not employed. It's a problem. It happens everywhere
you're
in the
touching
country.
two things now. You don't have a job description for the employee, and the employee you're using in other areas where he's not employed do not have the strength to say this is not my job.
Exactly, it's a problem. And what is being employed to do is lagging, and it's being blamed. Why are you not doing this? But you asked me to stop. You sent me to go and buy something. You sent me to go and do this, but that's not what is employed to do.
No, that's because
Thank you, sir.
the person does not have the strength to say no.
Thank you.
So the other part is, I just want to finish because
That's all right.
Okay, I think it's not about us. They're not speaking to us. They're just forgot to mute themselves. Okay, if I can jump to the last session, that's number 9. Financial management and leadership in hotel management. So it's all about curious now. Do you have the strength again to say no? Or do you only have the opportunity of saying yes all the time? You're the general manager. Do you say no?
Honestly, we don't, sir. We are afraid to lose our job.
Yes. And and if you as a person, general manager, do not know how to say no, the cleaner doesn't know it neither. Because you're the role model for him. So as a general manager, you're the role model for every single individual working in this hotel. And they are copying you. So if you don't have the courage to say no, nobody has the courage to say no among all your employees. That's one thing.
Thank you, sir.
So and then we go for final exam and certification. So that's more or less in the 10 sessions what we are running around and doing. So now I will give the word to Dorcas. Are you there? I'll mute myself. Miss Dorcas.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Fleming, and good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I
evening,
believe
ma.
we've had a nice session this evening. Are we happy?
Yes. I haven't spoken of.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
haven't
We are
spoken.
happy.
Yeah,
We
there's something
are
All
I'm
very
right.
happy
So that
happy.
is
about.
good.
I'm not happy over
Okay.
something.
Okay, sir. Please, can
I'm
you
not
air
happy.
out your view, please?
Okay, this is
Sorry,
my
sir. Can
view.
you air out your view?
This is my view. You see, we are adults. We are adults in this place. I mean, and we
Yes,
are
sir.
educated and well exposed. What I'm talking about is actually happening as I'm talking to you now. How can somebody come online publicly and is talking on the background while the teaching is going on? It does not speak well at all. It does not speak well.
Exactly.
As I'm suggesting,
Exactly.
if anybody is found in this act, it should be muted or removed. How can we be dealing
Yeah.
with issues that are serious and somebody is there making noise?
And
You will not
seriously,
mute
what you
yourself.
paid money for? Yeah, that's actually very serious. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Now, in
Thank
the
you.
group, I just drop an information on how to join Microsoft Teams successfully. I've also listed that when you join a group or a meeting professionally, what you should do first and foremost as you join is to mute yourself. If you are not talking, there's no point on muting your mic. You are going to miss the whole thing, and you also cause others to miss important points. So please, let's be guided. As today is the first day, and I believe there are going to be changes from now on. So I believe that we've had a nice time with the introductory class. We are going to be having Dr. Fleming coming up 2 more times during the marketing aspect and also during the financial aspect. I will encourage us to, so now 2 of them will be taking the financial aspect, and him with another person also be taking the marketing aspect. I just want you to chill, cool down, pay attention, follow up on all the instructions in the group. And I believe you will get value for being here. You won't regret being part of this. And I'm so happy this evening that we've pointed out a lot of issues. Now, why I'm particularly very happy is that Dr. Fleming is somebody I've worked very closely with. And I know his worth. I know what he means. When he handles a business for you, you will be shocked. In fact, you will be shocked because he has what it takes to make your business grow. So I will encourage you to pay attention to whatever he has to say in this meeting throughout those 10 days that we'll be together. Pay attention, get what you need. I believe we have a lot of hotels managers here, and it's quite unfortunate that we might not have those that are hotel owners inside, but we might have few. And I believe that as you are growing as a hotel manager, you are also hoping that you have your own, because I know that we go into some jobs for reasons. So please, I want you to pay attention. This can give you an insight on what you should avoid. Now, when I was growing up, somebody said something to me. He said, when you are growing up in a family and there are things, behaviors, and probably some reactions you do not like, either from your father or from your mother, that is already telling you, if you don't like that, it's already teaching you that when you reach your time, you should do what? You should avoid such things in your home. And I think pointing out the challenges we are having with a lot of business owners, not just hotel owners. In fact, this is on almost all businesses, and in fact, almost all Nigerian business owners. Nigerian entrepreneurs has this kind of mentality. But if we have few of us that can do things rightly, I believe we can have a turnaround in this sector. So please, I will encourage every one of us, pay attention, follow up, and just learn, unlearn, and improve in what you already know. And then the ones you don't know, you will learn. And as we are interacting in the class, even during the discussion, questions that are being dropped, as people are interacting, you will read what people are dropping. It will also help you in managing other things. And I know that at the end of this program, we are all going to be happy. Thank you very much, everyone. And at least this is 9 p.m. and I'm happy that we meet up with the time. So we'll be calling it night. And then I've dropped some messages for us, some important notes for us that want us to pick. They are already in the group. Just take your time and read them through. The discussion questions, you know where to attend to it. So you drop it there. I'll be picking it and then we'll discuss from there. When you have questions, you have concerns, you can drop them in the discussion group.
Excuse me,
And I
ma.
believe together we'll do well. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So please, I just want to chip this one in, because I have another lecture room that use team microscope soft. Sorry. So
Yeah.
whenever we enter that lecture room, you are automatically muted by the host. There is a way you can mute
Hey.
whenever they enter the
Okay.
class. It's
Okay.
only
Yes,
when
that
they
means you
want
come
to
in
talk.
like, okay.
Yes, you have from your own end. The host can mute everybody. It's only people that
Nope.
raise their hand. They will just go and pick them and or mute them so that they can talk. Because the truth of the matter is, there are a lot of people that will come in and they won't even know that their mic is on, and there will just be a lot of background noises around. They might not even know. Do you understand? But there is a way the
Yes.
host can do it that anybody that joins immediately automatically they will be muted. So I think that
All
would be the
right.
best for us. Then secondly,
Thank
please,
you
ma'am,
very
maybe
much.
at the discussion platform, please go and teach people
Yes.
how they can successfully enter. Because I was going through comments on the platform and I noticed that a lot of people, they had a problem in coming in joining the group. So, and I don't think there is problem in joining. So I don't know where the problem is coming. So I think maybe that a lot of people have, maybe they might not have been using this app before. Maybe they don't know how to use it. So please, you can just do a little exercise. I mean, to tell them how they can enter, how they can use the app, so that people will not be coming in late. Because a lot of them are complaining that they came in late, they weren't able to catch up the lecture and all those things. Fine. This is the first day so that we can get better. Thank you, ma.
All right. Thank you very much for that review. Okay, I'm going to work on that. Okay, probably from the next class tomorrow, we'll be talking on front desk. Maybe we'll use the setting we'll use will now be a webinar. So if you are coming in using the Microsoft Team as a webinar, you're automatically muted. So probably we'll use that instead of just going in like this. I think that will be a better option for us. Okay, I've actually dropped a message in the lecture room, how to join the Microsoft team. I think everybody can just go through it from there. And it's always very good that you join much earlier. Probably that's why I dropped the link 6:30. You can try joining and see if you have difficulties and all that. So you can now bring it up before the time the class will commence. I believe with that we should be able to make progress from tomorrow. Thank you very much. So I think we can call it a night. So we'll go back to the group and attend to all the informations we have there.
Thank you, ma.
Is
We
that okay
appreciate
by
it.
us?
Yes,
All
ma.
right. Thank you very much. All right. Good night, everybody. So I'll also make the recordings available for us too.
Thank you, ma.
All right.
Thank you.
So
Thank
good
you.
night. Bye.
Thank you. Good night. Thank